Okay, this is the third requested video of the day. This is for Ryan RMC114. Question for you. Hey man, I just got through watching one of your videos where you talked about 12-hour shifts of an MP. And I was wondering if you could answer a quick question for me. You mentioned once in this video that you had 4 days on, 4 days off. Is that normal schedule for MPs, or does it just vary from time to time? Any info regarding this would be much appreciated. Thanks for, sir. First of all, I'm not a sir. Not to be an ass or to be a punk. I am a sergeant. So if you're thinking about joining the Army, sirs are officers, which are lieutenants, majors, captains, stuff like that. I'm an actual sergeant. So it's not that I take offense to it, it's just, it's very respectful of you to call me a sir, but I'm a sergeant. Anyways, info regarding this, much appreciated. Thanks for reading. 12-hour shifts is pretty much normal for MPs. When I go to work every morning, I go to work at PT. If you watched one of my PT videos a couple videos back, 5:49, I woke up at about 4:30 every morning for work. I don't get home until about 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. So that's like 14, 16 hours. That's just in the rear. Like back where, you know, home base is. For deployments, you usually work sometimes 24 hours, 48 hours, days on end. The longest I ever worked was almost 60 days straight. Probably longer than that. So, no. 12-hour shifts is for when you're working the road, which is law enforcement duties, working like a patrol car, riding around, pulling people over. 12-hour shifts is usually mandatory. It's usually to do with manning. So if you have a lot of guys working, you can work 8-hour shifts, but you have to work more days. You understand what I'm saying? It's not a 40-hour-a-week job. This is more of a 60 to 70-hour-a-week job, getting called in and stuff like that. When I was in Belgium, it was a 12-hour shift from 6 to 6, but you got to think you got to get there early. You know, 5:15, 5:20, show up. You know, and you get off when paperwork's done, so you might not get off till 7 or 8, so it could be a 13, 14-hour day. Also, with the 4 on and 4 off, you're forgetting that when I was explaining it, that you work 2 days and 2 nights. So that's going 2 days, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., you know, 5 to 5 pretty much. And then the next night, you work from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m., and then 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., so you have 4 days off, but your first day is spent sleeping. And then the next day is spent trying to recover from that day. So you usually have a couple of days off to do something with your families, and the third day is getting ready, and you really can't do anything because you got to be at work the next morning at 5 in the morning. Do you understand what I'm saying? So 8-hour shifts is nice, but then you're working 5, 6 days a week. 4 on, 4 off would mean that you only work 4 days out of the week, and then you have 4 days off. But remember about the hours, that's the big thing. So I hope this answers your question. Thanks for subscribing, Ryan MMC14. If you have any more questions, leave them below. Thanks.